videos. Today, I think we're going to cover the dangers of Uber driving, and is Uber driving worth it in a small market? So, if that interests you, stick around for a few minutes. Or 20 or so, or whatever. Yeah, you know what it is. What everybody been up to, man? Me personally, I just been tired, man. Uber has drained my life juices. And just took a couple of days off, man, from Uber, from YouTube, from being a human, man. I just needed a break. Man, because personally, man, I've been going like crazy, man. It's been like 2 months, 7 days a week, 10-hour, 11 and a half hours, on not working, but 11 and a half hours on the app. So, man, after all that, I just needed a break. So, I just been chilling, man. I ain't really been trying to post too many videos or even drive too much. It's enough to pay the bills for right now, man, till I regain my composure, man. Me, I'll be like, damn, I got jet lag or something. Being stuck in this car, moving around all day, and it's just like, some days I'll be like, man, I can't do this right now. But, let's get on topic. So, we talk about the dangers of Uber driving. And, so this topic, if you watched a couple videos ago, I spoke about a lady I had picked up who was like inquiring about, driving for Uber and asking, she was like backdoor asking me how much did I think she would get hit on, because she was, she's a real good looking lady if she drove, but she was asking in a way like, do you think it would be dangerous for somebody as good looking as her to be driving for Uber, and especially at night? So, and I kind of feel like, as a woman, I'm not a woman, but as a woman, it might be a little dangerous. And if you're good looking, it might be really dangerous, because MFers are crazy out here, man. And at nighttime, it's a lot of drunk people, it's a lot of college kids trying to get them a little, internet fame, and it's a lot of drug addicts in the city, man. It's a lot of shadiness in the city, man. So, to be completely honest, at night, for a really good-looking woman, I would not advise driving for Uber. It's like, unless you prepared for those type of situations, to where you feel like if something ever did come up, like I'm gonna hold my own. I'm not gonna let somebody take advantage of me in any type of situation. And personally, I feel like this is Louisville, Kentucky, man. The gun laws here are super relaxed. So, as far as Uber goes, with carrying a firearm, they don't permit it, So if you ever got caught carrying a firearm and driving for Uber, I don't think they would back you. But that doesn't mean you can't do it. It's still your personal vehicle. And at the end of the day, your life is more important than that ride, man. So that's a personal choice to me, whether you wanted to carry a firearm within your personal vehicle while you're Ubering. Hey, if you're a female, I would say 100%, man. That's what you should be doing. If you're scared of guns, I would say get you some mace, your pocket knife, a buck knife, some mace, man, something, a taser, something that, just in case something ever did come up, that you are in a position to protect yourself. Me personally, I have a few firearms, but at first, I would carry them, and then it just became like a hassle, just to make sure it's hidden and people don't see it and stuff. So I stopped carrying it, and plus, I'm a grown man, and I'm from probably the worst part of the city, other than the projects. When they did stand, most of the projects are gone now, but when they did stand, the projects is probably the worst part of the city. But other than that, the West End would be the worst part of the city. So I've seen and been through so many scenarios in life that this, Uber driving don't really shake me, man. It's not having somebody sit behind me who may or may not be plotting something against me is it's not really a big deal to me, man. I've seen way worse parts of life and way worse parts of the city, way worse parts of human beings as a whole, man. It's like Uber driving it's not gonna shake my confidence in anything, man. You can try to rob me, but it's gonna be a bad day for both of us. Put it that way. Put it that way. So, my advice to good-looking dimes: if you're gonna drive for Uber, be prepared for weird scenarios, and just put yourself in a position to protect yourself if something ever did come up. Don't be afraid to get money. The money's here for everybody, so don't let one bad thought about something make you not want to do it, because these are ifs. These are all ifs. It's not like this stuff happens to Uber drivers every day. So this is just ifs, man. So I would just say prepare yourself. More for being hit on than somebody actually trying to rob you. I would say be more prepared for being hit on. Yeah. But also be prepared for, the other stuff too. The drug addicts, the drunks, the creeps. Just be prepared. So, we talked about that. Don't want to dive any deeper into this subject. I guess we could talk about it from a man's perspective too. I mean, some men are, some men just are they're not overly aggressive. They're not violent. They're not prepared mentally to deal with certain situations, man. I mean, that's why I love the hood, man. It prepares you for anything and everything. Pretty much anything and everything. But as far as life goes in situations like that, you should, if you're a man and you're just not overly aggressive, you're a little timid about people sitting behind you, or, certain looking people being in your vehicle at certain hours. And for you too, this might not be the job, or for you too, you might need to take measures to protect yourself and your life, because your life is more valuable than an Uber ride. We rolling through the hood right now. You just saw some of the ballers back over, right? Not basketballers, but ballers. You see all them charges? These guys aren't my friends. Anyway, man. So, from a guy's perspective, just, be prepared, man. I don't think it's gonna be too many women out here that's gonna be hitting on you all day, unless you're a real good looking guy, who cares about you, I don't. But if you're a real good looking guy, you might be in a situation where you get hit on a lot too, which is good, I guess, for you. I don't care. Yeah, just be prepared for the weird situations too, man. You need to scrap up, go ahead. You need to mace up, go ahead, get you some brass knuckles, go ahead, get you a blade, do what you gotta do, man, because one day you might have to protect yourself, so just be prepared for that, man. What's going on in the city today? Well, there was a farmers tractor convention, like one of the biggest in the world. So, that was going pretty popping today. Stayed pretty busy today. There was actually a bird fest in town. There was a basketball game going on, and a few other smaller events, man. The city was kind of popping today. I made quite a bit of money, so So that's leading to another topic here. Is Uber driving worse in a small market, Louisville, Kentucky? Me personally, I don't consider this a small market. I know people say, but this is Louisville, ain't nothing here. But that house right there, it holds a lot of memories in my life. One day I'll explain why. But this is Louisville, man. This ain't nowhere. It can't nothing pop here. I be like, man, Louisville is a gigantic city compared to some other cities that are seriously popular. Like, Louisville's only small to me because the people here live within a small-minded. They live within a small mindset. Put it that way, man. A lot of people here don't leave their neighborhoods and go venture out and see what else is available within the city. A lot of people is very still 60-ish, still segregated. Not in the way where you can't go to a certain part of the city, but to where people separate themselves to feel more comfortable within their little groups. So when it comes to that, man, just small-mindedness, and that's what holds people here back, man, because they don't want to look at bigger pictures or see that Louisville's they don't call it a metropolitan for nothing, man. So it's a big city. It's a big market. You just got to know how to use this market, basically. So I feel like, man, if you're in a city like Louisville, or if you're in Louisville and you want to Uber drive, you can make as much money as you want to on that, as you basically want to on a day. I would say the limit would probably be somewhere around $300. I wouldn't be risking that many miles on my car every day, but you can probably make $300 every day if you really hustle. You ain't got no kids, and you put them hours in every day. 300 would be a pretty achievable number every day. So I mean, if that's small townish, I don't know too many places you're gonna make $300 in a day without having some high-end job. So I wouldn't call Louisville a small market for anything. It's a market that just needs to be tapped. You see all this construction going on. People are finally realizing that this market, it needs these type of things to get over the hump of being called a small market. I mean, we ran into situations in Louisville to where there wasn't a hotel room available for Derby. So, stuff happens here. A lot of stuff happens here. So, big events happen here. And people are just now catching on to what it takes to be called a major city. And when people come into your city, you have situations to where you don't even have enough hotel rooms available. Then that's when out of towners are going to start calling your city weird, behind on times, and 15 years behind everything, which even the people here say that. So that should tell you something. But as far as making money, that's all really up to you. How much work you gonna put in? How much money do you want to make? And do you actually have the time to achieve your dollar goal? So that's why I set my goal at an achievable goal for every day. I know my situation, and my situation ain't everybody's situation, so I don't base my situation off what other people would do. I can only give you advice on what I do, and maybe you can incorporate a few of the things I do and take on your own picture and start painting for yourself. So, man, look at the city. Looks good, doesn't it? But, so, I mean, if you want to come here and make some money, I mean, come on, jump in the pot, man. There's plenty here for everybody. Believe me. And let's talk about this. These Africans here are not playing, man. I moved into, like, the south end part of the city. And it's, like, completely different from the west end. I thought the west end was drug infested, man. This part of the city is ridiculous when it comes to drugs. Like, I mean, just everything you can think of. Just the fiends, police is everywhere, kicking people's door in every other day. I'm like, man, Why did I move over here? I like this house, but why did I move over here? Too late. But yeah, man, there's plenty of money out here for everybody. Don't feel like because you're in the South, because you're in the southern city, and there's not 12 million people in this city, but there is over a million unofficially. Unofficially, check your census papers and your census numbers. Unofficially, it's over a million people here. But there's plenty of money here, man. It's old money, young money, dirty money. Whatever money you like to get, you know what I'm saying? Me right now, I'm getting this Uber money. A couple other things I got cracking, man. It'll be on here pretty soon. Just keep checking it out. Well, yeah, back to the Africans. I was talking about them Africans, man. So I moved into the South, man, and when I first moved over here, I was like it was like me and maybe one or two other drivers in this area. And you gotta understand, I have a big, strip, Dixie Highway right up the street that I was working. I got a strip right next to me, 7th Street. I got U of L's campus, and I got a strip of businesses about 2 miles, and Churchill Downs about a mile away from me. So imagine being the only driver in that big area. I was getting all the calls. Like, I didn't even have to. I could just sit at home, bing, 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 all day long. Somewhere along the line, I think it's when I started doing my other job last summer. Somewhere along that line, man, when I started doing my other job, I guess the people figured out that it was a lot of money over in this area. Because when I came back to Uber after the other job got slow, these Africans are everywhere. I look up, they're riding in 2-man team, which is smart. Because you're going to get all the calls. If it's you and your buddy, y'all riding next to each other, y'all hanging out on the same block, bing, he get a call, bing, you get the next call. I can't hate their strategy. But, man, stole my money, man. Like, like these Africans, like, man, y'all take over everything. And, man, I can't be mad at them, though, man, but they are everywhere. I look up, I'm surrounded over here now. Every 2 blocks is 2 or 3 Africans sitting on the block, man. Or it's some, older lady who's figured out that there's actually money. Soccer mom money in Uber, you don't have to go slave at some factory. You can just work on your own time, you feel me? And it's pretty good money involved in it, too, so it ain't like it's just play money. It's good money. So, yeah, I think that's kind of funny about the African stuff. Even though I am an African American, or just African, really. Not an African. I wasn't born over there. But, we all Africans. So, but, Jesus, I just wish they, I can get in on what they doing, man. Make me y'all friend. If y'all watching this vlog, it's your boy Cardinal Red. Stop leaving me out the loop, man. Let's ride in a 2-man team, man. You see me on the passenger app. Hit me up, man, sometime. Drop something in my message box. Let's get some money together. I'm tired of working against each other. But anyway, man, we got to floor it. Get up out of here, man. If you enjoyed these topics, drop me a message below in the comments section. If you want me to hit on a certain topic that you've been thinking about, drop me a message below. And please stay tuned, like and subscribe. Drive safely.